Hey guys, it's Bricks, and guys, oh my god, we got some new Hot Toys. Hot Toys, oh my god. The first, of course, we have right here is going to be Cable, of course, 1/6 scale. And out the bat, I do gotta say, there's some parts about this figure to me looks a little bit off. Some reason to me, he looks kind of too thin. I remember in the movie he was pretty thick with, of course, some stuff. He was carrying a lot of stuff like that. Kind of look a little bit more buff. The other thing is the head sculpt looks good, but it doesn't look like the actor. It doesn't look like him that much. Hopefully they change that later on. Still doesn't look too bad. The accessories, the detail, of course, him taking off his arm, technically his yeah, I guess his armor and of course his clothing. You get to see, of course, his stomach and his whole arm area. And dang, the detail on that is really nice. And it does come with quite a bit of accessories, of course, with his guns, the stand, extra hands, and of course the teddy bear. And that's of course really cool. And it also comes with, of course, that says right there a shield bonus. I'm pretty interested about that. I wonder if there's gonna be two versions of course, just a regular version, and there's gonna be an exclusive with the shield. I'm pretty interested to know about that. This one, I don't know if I'll pre-order. It just matters, of course, with the price. But I do know for sure that Deadpool, the Hot Toys of him, Deadpool 1 and 2, most likely just the second one, is gonna go up insanely, and most likely just the exclusive they made, the one, it looks like technically the X-Force version. That one's probably gonna go up now. I could be wrong, but yeah. Looks pretty cool, not too bad Cable figure. But yeah, the next one, of course, we have right here is probably this tied with another one, and it's going to be the new Tony Stark. This is, of course, his training, of course, with the new equipment, of course, with the armor. And what are the chances of this? My brother actually had the older one, of course, but sadly he did have to sell his because there was actually some problems with it, so he didn't want to deal with that. So he did sold that, and of course, this figure, it was kind of weird. It was keep going up and down. Originally, when he had it, was actually going for 1,000. It was going for 800 and like that. And I think he only sold his because of 400 because there were some issues with it. And at the time, I think it was only going for 600. So it was pretty interesting. But out the bat, we got a new one, and do gotta say the head sculpt for Tony Stark looks really good. It really does. It looks like old Tony, of course, when he was young, of course. And another thing is pretty insane that we just watched this movie yesterday at theaters, and there's so many scenes in that movie I love a lot more, especially from, of course, Avengers Endgame. We, of course, see that, and then you just remember stuff Tony like that. And oh my god, this training scene when we saw it in theaters, it was so cool. And then boom, Hot Toys. This makes me want to see the movie again in theaters. It really does. Especially, of course, it comes with dummy, and there you go, of course, with this take off the fire like that, whatever. I forget I call it. I forgot the name already. Wow. But yeah, he looks really cool, of course. I want to know what kind of material that's gonna be. Is that gonna be die cast? If not, I guess of course we see that later on, or of course it could be information about it. It's just so far I haven't seen anything about it. Of course, his little feet, of course, with the most likely that will be die cast. His feet right there, that looks, of course, amazing. It does light up. It looks like, of course, really nice. His, of course, arm parts, of course, do light up also. Really cool. Interchangeable hands. That's really awesome also right there. And we actually get special edition bonuses. So most likely it'll be, it's kind of weird. I think there'll be 3 versions then, because technically 2, because okay, there will be 2 most likely, because there's one without the dummy and of course one with the dummy, so of course be different prices. But then this is right here, special bonus, special edition bonuses. It's gonna come with the, of course, a face of the, of course, the armor of course, his suit, and of course he has some writings on it, and of course he did put that in front of his face later on the film. And it does, of course, one of my favorite accessories. It's gonna come with Tony Hart's, of course, art reactor. And that looks, of course, really cool. Hopefully you see more detail about that, because so far I can't really see too much detail. I want to know if, of course, comes with the things is right there. Tony does have, of course, have a heart right there. That's really cool. Of course, the background, that's really cool. I really want to know how big that is. Hopefully that's pretty big. From the pictures I'm seeing, kind of looks small. And oh no, that thing is huge actually, because I didn't see it from now. When I zoomed in more, you actually see the stand, because you see the stand it comes with, and of course you can see it a little bit more bigger. So that thing is actually gonna be huge. Oh my god. The thing is, I don't know how much it's going to be, of course. This one I'm hoping it's not too expensive. I'm really scared it's gonna be 400, 500, but I highly doubt that. Like I said, there's gonna be 2 versions, without the dummy and with the dummy. I think without the dummy, I think that's going to be, I want to say 260 or 250, because of course it's not like a huge Iron Man suit. It's just, of course, Tony with a little bit of die-cast parts, most likely maybe die-cast. So I think that's gonna be 250 or 260 or lower. That'd be cool. Especially because we got the Tony Stark with the one he's wearing the suit from Endgame. That was only like $235. So it's just like that, maybe a little bit more accessories. So I could see this for $240, $250 actually. That won't be too bad. Of course, with dummy, I could see that for $320 or $300. If it's lower than that, that's perfect. Over $320. Yeah, $320, $330. I think it's a little bit too much, but it's not too bad. But I know a lot of people are gonna buy this either way. The head sculpt, like I said, looks amazing. That looks really good. I'm geeking out all over that. But yeah, really cool. Really cool. Of course, Tony Stark right there. The next figure, of course, we have right here is going to be Wonder Woman, and it's of course Wonder Woman 1984, the standard version. Do gotta say this one also looks really cool. Thank God, no rooted hair. The thing is, with this figure, the head sculpt looks good. It really looks good. The only thing I have for this figure is that she doesn't give, of course, like a screaming face or no like expression on that. I really wish it came with that, especially of course like her a little bit screaming. That could have been cool, but sadly no, of course that. But still looks great. Thank God, like I said, no rooted hair. The accessories are pretty basic, of course, interchangeable hands, her whip, deflecting the bullets. Of course, her tiara right there, pretty cool. Looks like just an extra one right there, because in the trailer they showed it looked through like a batarang. So yeah, her stand looks really cool. Of course, the armor looks beautiful. Of course, she looks amazing. Another, of course, thing is gonna be a lasso. Pretty interesting with that, of course. It was shown on the trailer, of course, her doing that. Pretty nice. Most likely will buy this because it looks amazing, and I'm really excited for Wonder Woman 1984. Hopefully that movie's good. I'm really hoping it is. This one pricing is most likely going to be $255, $260. My guessing, of course, especially because not that much accessories, and I want to say the old Wonder Woman was like $251 from Justice League. I forgot the prices actually, but yeah, hopefully, of course, this one's not over like $260 or like that. Really nice figure. Another one right here is going to be Tony Stark. This is of course another version of Tony Stark. It's gonna be the zombie one. This one is pretty interesting. I have mixed feelings about it, and the mixed feeling about it is going to be the price because I have no idea how much this is going to cost, but just the detail for this figure makes me want to buy it just because of the detail. It was only like a 10-second scene or even less than that on the movie, and it was really cool. The head sculpt of course Tony Stark right here. There's not really his head sculpt, is of course his skeleton skull, and of course the helmet looks amazing. Oh my gosh, the detail on that is really nice. Dang, really cool. And there's some already poses I saw for this, of course, this picture. It looks really good. The thing is, of course, I do not have a Hot Toys Tony Stark yet. I really want one. It's just, of course, they're really expensive because they, of course, are die cast, and of course, I don't have that much money like that for figures like these. The detail, like I said, it's amazing around the armor. I wonder how the movement for this figure is going to be. The light up features, of course, not that many accessories. Actually, there's not really accessories technically. It's just the interchangeable hands and the stand. And the stand looks amazing, of course, really cool. And from the pictures, no, okay, they are with, of course, the figure that, of course, the little blocky thing, I forget you call them, of course, the imaginary thing, whatever you can see in his legs right there, looks pretty cool. And of course, the stand looks amazing, really cool. I don't know how much this one's going to cost. For me, I can see this. I don't know much about, of course, the Hot Toys of Tony Stark's, because you see them over like $300 like that. For this one, I don't know. It does not come with that many accessories, but I do see a lot of detail, so I think they spend a lot of time doing that. I want to say $350 or higher. I don't know. I want to say like $330, but I think that's too low. I have no idea. Of course, we see later on. It looks really cool. It's just I don't know if I can pick this up because of the price. It's just way too expensive, most likely. But we'll see. We'll see later on. I don't know. Like the prices will come out. Another thing I forgot to say, of course, you can see in the background right there, the little droid it comes with, of course. It looks smaller. So yeah. That's, of course, Tony Stark Zombie. And I saved the best one for last, to me. So I'm going to say that the Tony Stark, I still say that one's really cool. But these two are tied. The Analkin and, of course, the Tony Stark. And this Analkin figure looks amazing. Oh my god. When I saw the pictures on the convention, of course, it showed it. I was mixed feelings about it. It looked good. It really did look good. But the hair on the figure looked kind of weird to me. Maybe some parts of the clothing a little bit off, but of course, we got pictures of him posing and with the accessories. Ooh, my whole opinion changed. This is going to be a buy for sure. I'm just hoping this is not 300. If this is 250, 260, maybe not 270 because it's going to be expensive, but 260, 250, I'll try to talk about the price later on right now. But the accessories for this figure is going to come with some kind of poncho. That's pretty interesting. I actually do not remember that in the show. The other thing is going to come with his cape, and the cape looks good. I'll tell you why right now. But it does come with 3 holograms. That's going to be Yoda, and that looks like Clone Wars Yoda from this angle, of course, with of course bigger forehead. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Ahsoka most likely maybe coming soon, hopefully. It's just I wonder how they're going to do that, because it was cartoon. They did, of course, name the actress, of course, going to play for her from The Mandalorian, but I wonder how they're going to do that, of course. Another character looks like to be, I think it's going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi right there, looking pretty cool. Really nice, of course, and it's going to have 2 interchangeable armor pieces, and I don't remember from the show. It's different. I could be wrong. Maybe I'll probably watch some pictures or, of course, watch some clips of that to see, and I do got to say, the both armor pieces look really cool. Look really nice. And the other thing, of course, is going to come with the bomb. That's really cool. The lightsaber, hands accessories, and of course just a basic stand for, of course, this figure. And there's some pictures for this figure. Oh my god, like the head sculpt. There's one zoom in with the head sculpt, and of course you can see that, and the head sculpt looks amazing, detailed. I want to say, I know the hair is different, but I want to say that the expression he's giving looks different. To me, it looks different. I could be wrong. It just looks amazing. And there's just one shot. Oh my god, me and my brother went out of control. We saw it. We were, of course, shocked how amazing that pose was. Of course, him floating with rocks, and you could just see him looking amazing. It looks good. It really does. And there's one shot of him walking forward with his cape. Like, oh my god, the detail for this figure, the posing, I can't wait to do it, of course. I want to buy 2 of these. I want to buy so many of these, of course. And the other thing is pretty interesting. There's actually going to be 2 versions. There's going to be one with some kind of speeder. I forget what I call it. I know it's from the droids. I remember it's from like one of the, of course, episodes from season 1. I want to say, of course. I forgot what season where that he got this. I want to say season 1, episode 16, but I could be wrong. Looks pretty cool, of course. But I kind of prefer they waited to just put a droid instead. Just made a droid with this instead of that. But of course they did drop this one, and I'm wondering if they, of course, released Obi-Wan is going to come with the same thing. I have no idea, of course. And thank God there's 2 versions without the speeder, because I think I'm going to get without the speeder, because I think it's going to cost really expensive. Like I said, the pricing, I have no idea. Like I was saying, I think I'll pay 250, 260, but the thing is, I'm going to be totally honest, the pricing for this figure should be cheaper, most likely, because don't forget, Qui-Gon was $235, $225 or $235. My brother just pre-ordered him, actually. And of course, Obi-Wan was $235 also when he came out. And I think Anakin was the same price when he also came out. So that should be technically the price, or like a little bit higher. I feel like there's, of course, going to be Anakin. They're going to charge you a little bit more, because you already saw, of course, the dark side version, and it just came with the stand, and that was like $275 for, of course, pre-order. And so you're going to say, it doesn't matter how much it is, if it's 200, over 200 or 300. The other one goes for like $600, of course. I know that. It's just, of course, I don't want this to rip us off, because I know with Sideshow they're gonna charge a lot for shipping. Because let's say this figure is $265, and I already saw, of course, with the Spider-Man, with the taxes, and of course, like extra stuff was already $308, and that did not came with that many accessories. I know that's an exclusive. I'm trying to be scared with the prices. Don't want to spend too much, of course, because I know there's other figures coming out already. But yeah, hopefully this one's, of course, $250 or $240. If it's that price, I'm fine with it. If, of course, lower, I'll be happy even more. And of course, with the speeder, I don't know how much that will, of course, be. I can see that one being over $320, $310, or $300. I'm trying to see, of course, with the which one was it? Man, I forgot the speeder. How much was that one? Like $400. If that's, of course, with this speeder, I won't pick this up for sure. With, of course, the speeder, it does look cool. The detail looks nice. I don't know if it's gonna light up actually from one picture right here. Of course, you can see like the thing. It kind of looks like it's lighting up. I don't know, of course, with that. But yeah, really, of course, figures. Of course, all these Hot Toys figures. The main ones I'm really excited, of course, are going to be all of them minus Cable so far. But for pre-ordering, most likely, I know I'm going to pre-order. It's most likely going to be Anakin and Tony Stark. So far, the prices are right. Wonder Woman, if it's of course lower than 250, most likely will pre-order, or I might just wait a little bit because I don't want to spend too much because I know these going to be a lot. So yeah, that's a long video, of course, over 15 minutes. I know that for sure. But tell me down below you guys think of course these figures. Are you guys gonna pick up any? And yeah, and of course another thing is thank you guys so much for of course 700 subscribers. We of course passed it. That's amazing. Like, oh my god, thank you guys so much for of course to that, and thank you guys of course for watching my Godzilla videos. I know I've been making a lot of those. It's just there's been a lot of updates for of course these figures and like that, and I know in a couple days I'm releasing of course the unboxing for those, and of course the Godzilla vs Kong figure coming out. And yeah, that's really awesome. Another thing is of course thank you guys so much. Also, this one shocked me. I was checking every week. I was checking every week the views for the toy hunting video for Godzilla. That has reached 100,000 views. That, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that. And I forgot, I don't know that was my first toy hunting video. Most likely it's not, but I know it's one of them. And that's insane. 100,000 people watch my video on that. That is really cool. That makes me really happy. I want to thank you guys so much for that. Like, that's insane. That really is. I'm speechless with that. I might like mess up some words right now. Sorry of course for that. But yeah, really cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.